Plants, the green frontier. These are the discussions of the podcast Horticult. Its continuing mission to teach people about cultivars, to save water in alkaline soils, to boldly garden like no one has before. What's up, everybody? This is B-Flame for the Horticult. How y'all doing? On this episode of the podcast, me and Brad sit down and talk about ancient Greek plants. Brad just got back from Greece. He was visiting his daughter doing archaeology research. His daughter was, not him. They went and did a little touristy stuff, and he found out that they are doing research on finding plants and reintroducing them to historical sites. Let's get it on.
There's some ancient plants, which is kind of funny to say because, I mean, you can look at the ginkgo and that's
so they're not in cultivation anymore?
A few of them are. So what they've done is they have propagated a bunch of these different types of plants and have planted them on historical archaeological sites where they have found like these really, really cool buildings, but they wanted to kind of make it more of a purist type thing and have people be able to walk around the grounds and see these plants that were indeed the same plants or the same genus and species and variety and whatnot in the same location. So kind of a cool thing. But I want to find the list real quick and then
did they find, so how do they know? They found them in pots, like the seeds?
Pollen records, sucker.
Pollen records? So they kept track of them? What are you saying?
Yeah, I don't know the
pollen records.
Yeah, so like you can go back and find in the soil, you can find what types of plant.
Oh, whoa, dude. That's heavy.
It's like archaeology instead of society and plants and civilization. It's like botanical archaeology. I don't know what the term would be there for that, but
so you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance that science will prevail.
I feel bad for the person that has to do that. You're going to spend your entire
paycheck.
No.
Just kidding.
You're going to spend your entire schooling, internshiping, career, figuring out,
dude,
this plant that is not there anymore or whatever. Like, oh, I want them to like sit and dig dirt and find out the palm trees of the past.
Who doesn't want a dinosaur plant?
I mean, I have a ginkgo, so
right, and that's super cool. It really is. But what about all of the other conifers that are quote extinct, right? So maybe if they are able to gather, the scientists and the botanists and whatnot are able to gather the pollen and recreate these plants, dude. I would love to do that for my career.
I'm pretty sure you could do it.
Yeah, there's an end goal. Yeah, I could because I am freaking brilliant. But so yeah, I think that would be a cool endeavor to like go in and find ancient, maybe extinct, but definitely ancient plants, and then get reintroduced and re-landscape with them. I mean, obviously not if they're going to be invasive, but like it'd be so cool to have a garden, display garden of sorts, botanical garden that has just not your typical average, everyday, ordinary landscape plants, but rather like some that are rare and endangered. And I know that there's areas out there in the world like that, but of a particular civilization or time, and just do these fantastic, like mind-blowing, just freaking eye-popping designs with, in pots and containers and like hedges and.
Or what is she doing?
Yeah, archaeology and classics, and so geographically it's over in kind of like the Rome, Greece area, the Mediterranean area is the classics. But archaeology then, of course, talks about and the study of finding civilizations in the past. And there's different periods of time. And like some of the names that pop into my head is like the Hellenistic period era. Yeah, there's the Archaic period. And within those different periods of time in Greece in particular, all kinds of things were happening, wars and battles and really important things of trade and civilizations that come and go. And why did that happen? Sometimes it's like a volcano that explodes, and other times it's groups get dislocated from their home town because there's intruders coming in and everyone is wanting a piece of the land. And so anyway, long story short. And I did find the list, okay? So we as we were going around and checking out some of these archaeological sites in Greece, in Athens more in particular, and of course the Acropolis is kind of like the big famous location. And just surrounding the Acropolis and the Parthenon are all of these other sites. And we went through this one area really close to the Agora, and it was talking about plants and the flora that used to be in that area when civilization was at its peak. And so 800 to 1000 BC. Where are we at now? I mean, that would essentially be about just over 3,000 years, right? There's groups of plants. Pine. There's a specific pine, the Aleppo pine. There's the Holm oak.
Are these extinct?
Yes.
Or these are just what they have found?
They're not extinct. They're just not...
they're just not there anymore.
They're not there anymore, yeah. So they're like, oh, dude, we know we have that
We
plant.
can bring these back in,
Exactly.
and it's not...
And decorate the site with these same plants. So you'll recognize, oak, pine. There's obviously the olive tree.
Which one?
Dude, all of them. No, just kidding. The Kalamata olive, if I'm saying that right, is the famous Greek olive. The carob tree. Have you ever had the carob chocolate?
No.
Dude, it's phenomenal. Common poppy.
Okay.
That's not too fantastic.
No.
But nonetheless, they found pollen traces of the common poppy that were there at that time.
So they were growing it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I never thought of it like that. Huh. Maybe they were using it for other... Yeah,
hey,
cool.
puppy.
Hey, yo.
What's up?
The wild mallow. Okay, so mallow, I mean, we have mallow here.
Yeah.
That's just super native, whatever else. Myrtle.
Spurge?
Looks like St. John's wort, but it just says myrtle on there. Probably go into more detail. Chamomile.
Sweet. Making some teas.
Making tea. Oleander. Super poisonous. Super beautiful. And the jelly bean tree. Who has heard of the jelly bean tree?
Nobody.
I haven't. I frickin' love jelly beans. Well, more or less. If they're of the Harry Potter version.
So you told me earlier that Greece is one of the most written down what went on, right?
Yes.
They wrote everything down. They have a huge written history
Yeah.
of what happened.
Yeah.
Do they have a written history on what they use those plants for?
They may have, but I don't know it.
You didn't come up with it?
Yeah, I have not studied my ancient Greek.
Come on, Nostradamus.
Yeah,
Let's do this.
mother.
I don't even know if he was Greek, man. I have no idea if Nostradamus was Greek.
Yeah, Nostra. I'm not sure either. But
I think he was like
I know
15th century.
Socrates,
yeah. I think Nostradamus was like 15th century.
Yeah. So
like romanticize Europe. Not.
yeah, the old Renaissance.
The Renaissance. He's a Renaissance guy.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. I don't know my history.
Yeah, it doesn't matter, dude. It's all good.
Yeah, nobody cares.
So there's a couple more. The Judas tree.
I've heard of that.
What?
Actually.
Okay.
That I thought we had one at the U.
It looks like a red bud.
Yes, but it's a multi-stemmed red bud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Frickin' A.
I knew that one.
So cool.
I knew that one.
Judas tree. Okay.
Is that an oak?
There's the pedunculate oak tree. So there's the peduncle, right?
I've heard of that.
It's the stem on your
Heyo.
it's the stem on your pumpkin. Every single fruit has a peduncle.
That little nubbin
The
that
nubbin.
connects.
Yes. So this is a pedunculate oak tree. So you can imagine the oak seeds have
a thingy.
a thingy. Yeah.
Is it true?
So true. There's a Apollonian laurel. So,
Sweet.
which was kind of cool because while we were there, we were walking along this pathway, and you have these giant buildings with pillars.
Isn't that what they made the little things for the Greek things? Is it out of laurel or is that olive? That might be olive branches.
Yeah, or a fig.
Probably a fig. Dang.
No,
dude.
I think you're right. It's either going to be an olive or a laurel.
It kind of looks like it. That's all.
Yeah.
Should
Anyway,
look that one up.
that gives you just a tiny little taste of the flora of this archaeological site.
Cool,
It's
man.
Classical era, going all the way back to 12,000 years BC.
BC.
So if you think about it, so before Common Era is what the BCE is all about. But
Before Common Era.
yeah, Betula.
Betula Communarius. Verbatim.
Communarius.
Communarius.
That, my friends, is the archaeological site of the ancient Agora. Now, the Agora was the marketplace. That's just another term or word for this is where everyone comes and sells. Right?
Sweet.
So, like,
Well, that's what we do.
that's kind of a cool, like, marketplace, really. Like,
It's a farmer's market.
farmer's market. Yeah.
Or what else? It's a farmer's market. Plus, you add in garbage, so it's like a flea market. Yeah,
flea market.
But they found this stuff there. You said
Yeah.
so. They had plants.
Yeah, well, okay, so like any market and superstore or grocery store you go to, you're going to have your Carl Forster grasses lining the frickin' parking lot.
And they found it in ancient Greece too.
Yes, it's the same concept.
It was. They found Carl Forster grass there too. It was marketable then as well.
Actually, there were no grasses
No grasses
on this list.
Oh, okay.
It's a very rocky place, my friends. It's a very, very rocky place.
Yeah. Well, cool, man. You got,
Anyway.
got anything else in that noggin?
In the old nugget.
In the old nugget? We're gonna crack that acorn.
Listen, let me tell you something. Not long ago, in the near past, I climbed on my roof and I pruned the wisteria from my gutter.
Oh my gosh.
This is, I mean, if we're bringing horticulture into things, I pruned my wisteria vine from my gutter. Unsk!
Was Hagen fragen Sie?
I blew the leaves out of the gutter, and I did that
good for you.
preceding
The winter.
the winter
The winter
storm
time. Sie.
because the snow was coming. Unsk! The rain. It was crazy. Anyway,
It's
so,
better. It is better to clean it out. It's too late though. It's freaking December. No one's worrying about this.
Look, here's the thing. I don't care if it's frickin' January.
You don't?
There are certain things that I have to do on my bucket list. It's my annual horticulture bucket list, and it is pruning that damn wisteria, blowing out the gutters so that I can be inside when it's raining and snowing around the fireplace.
Yeah.
Or at least the one that I
And
wish I
not
had.
worry about your gutters being dirty.
Well, it's not so much worry. It's like I can be inside of this little casita, and I can just have like this calm, relaxing, a cup of tea.
Governor.
Know that everything that falls upon me casa,
Me house.
is going to just bounce right off, and we're quote protected from the weather.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Another thing is too, just to kind of throw out there, just kind of
Okay.
a real silly thing.
Yeah.
Would be those heat cables on your roof. Have you seen them? Have you heard about them?
Yeah. I've seen them.
Yeah.
Do you have them?
In some locations, yes.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over the doorways, and so like where, and even though there's gutter, rain gutter, I've put some of that heat cable right above the doorways to then be able to de-ice the shingles, so that there's not like this crazy buildup of like a sheet of. I'm just thinking of like a. I just thought about that show, that Christmas movie with
Grumpy old man.
No, it's going to be a Christmas Vacation.
Oh, Christmas Carol? Christmas Story.
Could be yes, no, maybe so. He goes up on the roof and puts all the Christmas lights on, right?
Yeah.
Slips and falls. He's sliding off the roof, grabs onto the rain gutter, and what?
Pulls the whole rain gutter off, doesn't he?
What's in the rain gutter? A thing of ice.
And it breaks the car window or something, right?
Goes through the neighbor's windshield, or goes through the neighbor's window. Blasts, what's her name from Seinfeld?
Yeah, I'm with you. Elaine.
Yeah, blasts Elaine's whole, living room apart, man. And the thing is, what comes to my mind, dude, ice in the gutter. That could have been avoided with some heat cable, man. Some heat cable. So long story short,
we could totally talk about that. The things they did wrong in A Christmas Vacation. They didn't keep the tree watered. The dog kept sneaking in there and drinking the water.
Yeah.
You got to keep your tree watered, man, or it dries out and then it starts fire.
Tree water.
And isn't that what's lit on fire? Like it got launched out somewhere and lit he was pouring his sewage from his RV into the gutter.
Yeah.
And the methane lit on fire and it blew.
Yes.
Something.
However, the indoor Christmas tree, I believe the cat was gnawing on.
The cat was gnawing on the cables and it electrocuted and
then boom,
it ignited.
Up in smoke.
Yep.
Cheech and Chong. What up? So yeah,
there you go, man. Grease.
And there's more. And there is more in the frickin' noogie nugget.
Wow.
Take it easy, man. Here's the thing, Blaine. Okay. When I'm at work all day in the greenhouse, there is very, very little conversation because you're on.
So I'm talking to myself.
So I'm basically motherfucking talking to myself. No. Here's the thing. You're either listening to podcasts or you're listening to books or music or silence. That's fine too. But a lot of the time, you're busy, you're doing your job, you're watering, working on seedlings and whatnot. You got to spray them with growth regs, this, that, and the other.
I'm with.
The next thing you know, it's like, hey, yo, it's time to go home.
And then you're like, all right, you're talking to yourself. Okay, let's go, yo. And you're like, andele, muchacho.
That's on a good day. When that doesn't happen, you can just imagine.
You're just like, I'm so ready to just start tipping pots over on my way out of here. Just kiss this place goodbye.
Long story short, I'm just gabbing. A lot of it doesn't make sense. I apologize for that.
Pruning.
Front. Yeah.
And pruning.
Oh, dude.
You love it.
Love pruning, whether it's herbaceous.
Well, yeah.
Woody. In the winter.
Yeah.
In the summer. Yeah. It doesn't matter. It could be
fruit trees. Perennials.
Yeah. It could be indoor houseplants.
Pruning indoor houseplants.
Yeah. Have you ever seen it?
I only have pruned dead stuff out of my.
Yeah, that's fair. What I think of when I think of pruning indoor houseplants, I think of root pruning.
Root pruning. Oh.
So there's an application. There's an application to pruning in all aspects of plant everything. Roots. You could even say leaf pruning. Mm-hmm. Branch pruning. I mean, there's so many things. There's so many ways to guide you through this life.
Follow the pruning, my son.
Yeah, follow those frickin' pruners.
Hold to the snips.
Yeah, just take it easy.
Don't get your finger.
Yeah, don't lop off a.
Oh my gosh! Could you imagine
nail?
Just taking your finger and just.
I can't imagine that. That's not. It's not on the bucket list. But I will tell you what: a bored day at work, and this. I mean, let's just say hypothetically, back in Marinda, you've got your pruners on your side.
I do.
And you're out there working. Do.
Yep.
And you're kind of bored. Have you ever pruned your fingernails with?
My snips?
Yeah.
Can't say I have.
But if you did,
they would have to be way long. I keep mine pretty dang short, so
Okay.
that's probably why.
that's fair. You'd have to. Here's the thing. If you can imagine, right? What's the name of those Fiskars?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
Falco,
Falco. Yeah. Keep it straight. Here's the thing.
sponsor of the podcast.
Yeah.
Not really.
$200. We need it.
That'd be cool.
Hey, yo. Listen. If you're going to have your Falcos clip in your fingernails, and you can do it.
That's got to be one sharp freaking Falco.
10 for that.
10 for that, buddy.
10 for that, Reggie.
And then you compost them. Catch your nails, put them in the mix.
You could, and I'll tell you why. Do you realize what these are made out of?
It's the same as your hair.
Cutin, right?
Yeah, what is it? Cutin?
I don't know. I just made that up.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
No, what is it? It's the same as like a rhino horn.
Yes.
Or like a seashell.
So if you're into that type of thing,
Not
the
seashell.
rhino horn.
Okay, yeah, there you go. It makes your yaya grow big. Didn't you know that? Rhino horn.
Falco pruners? Oh.
Falco pruners. Yeah, you just rub your Falco pruner on it and it makes it grow big.
Yeah, take it easy.
Hey, no, that's why they kill rhinos. They want the horn for medicinal schlangen growing, supposedly.
I think it's a old wives' tale.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, there ain't no benefits to rhino horn stew.
There ain't no benefits to rhino horn.
People buy it, though. People do it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Stupid. All right, dude. I'm done.
All right. Good luck. Bless you. Buena suerte. La bendición. And all of that good stuff.
Peace, love, dope.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
out.
Bye. All right. Well, there we go. I want to thank Brad for coming and doing this podcast with me. I want to thank you, podlings out there, wherever you are. Thank you so much for listening. Come find us on all the social medias at The Horticults on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Let us know if you have a subject that you want us to discuss. We love it when our listeners reach out and touch us. Remember to plant on, Babylon.